Stop number 9 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia, as we're here today for the running of the STP 500, as we're set for 75 laps of action on the shortest and the slowest of the short tracks, the third of the 3 straight short tracks we have on this portion of the season. As we have had a wreck fest, as you might expect at Bristol, had a pretty good race at North Wilkesboro, and now here we are today for this race at Martinsville. It's going to be a wreck fest. It could not be a wreck fest. We'll see what happens. So with all that set, let's get started for today's running event. On the pole, it is Kat Batson, number 20, the number 88, the Quality Care Service Ford. And beside her, her teammate and husband, Keith Batson. It's an all Batson front row. Here, Kat in 88, Keith in 28. Had the front row. They both carry in-car cameras, by the way, for today's event here at Martinsville. Second row has the winner at Atlanta, Cole Deaver, in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet car number 3, and the number 18 of Paul Mennick, who won the season at Bristol this season. Third row has Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford, and beside her will be Kyle Matthews, number 42, and Matthews has our third in-car camera in today's event. Here he was the winner at Rockingham. Shelton was the winner at Texas this season. The fourth row will have Levi McIntyre, who won the season at Darlington in number 99, and number 4, William Brockes on the outside. Next row down, row number 5 has Chelsea Bowles, a good qualifying run for her, number 77, the Jasper Engines Ford, and Cab Scherer, number 71, the Prodigy Chevrolet. Row 6 will have number 19, Jesse Turner, and number 5, Phil Parker. That's row number 6. Row number 7 will have Kyle Langland, number 25, the Boazers Chevrolet, and Becca Tellier in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Row number 8 will have Dylan Young, and number 2, the Miller Ford. Beside him will be number 11. It'll be Patrick Smith in a Lowe's Ford. Row number 9 will have Preston Die Bomb City Plord in the Hayes Muddams Ford, number 15. And number 33, the winner at Las Vegas, Al Lagasse. 10th row will have Joshua Collard in number 43, the STP Pontiac. And Johnny Gardner, number 16, the Family Channel Prime Star Ford. Next row down will have Jason Haywood in numbers 21 and the Daytona 500 champion, Charles Sanford, number 41, the Kodiak Chevrolet. Next row down has Jordan Lopez, number 90, the Heiligmeier Stores Ford, and number 81, the Square D Ford of Nick Baxter. Next row down will have Jack Lagasse, number 87, and number 7, Mike Becker, has the outside. Next row will have number 10, Ryan Acosta, and the winner at North Wilkesboro, Joshua Osborne, number 37. Next row down we'll have number 98, Max Anderson in the RCA Ford, and the Hooters Pontiac number 1 of Alexander Rowe. Next row we'll have Jonathan Sorlin, number 41. He's on the outside of the row. Inside of him, number 17 is Shane Lake in the Western Auto Parts America Chevy. Next row down we'll have Zachary Fitzwater, number 29, and Michael Whitman in number 24. Next row after that will be number 8, Glenn Duhit in the Circuit City Ford. Beside him will be Quentin Moore, number 75, the Remington Arms Ford. Next row down has Dylan Poteet, number 22, the MB&A Pontiac, who had a solid run the last race on the tour at North Wilkesboro. He'll be alongside Audra Baranowskis in number 30, the Pennzoil Pontiac. Next row down we'll have number 23, Ryan George in the Smokin' Joe's Ford, and number 9, the Spam Ford of Ashland Boyd. And starting shotgun is JT Bryant, number 12, the he's in an orange and blue Ford. Yeah, I couldn't read the sponsor on that car. Sorry about that. So the story going into Martinsville, other than the fact that some great racing we've had here this season, we have 8 winners in the first 8 races this season. Can we make it 9 for 9? Well, we're about to find out after this race here at Martinsville. So with all that said, here we got an all Ford front row here with both the Batsons out of KAB Enterprises. Kat, the wife, on the pole, and Keith, the husband, on the outside pole. Here's the man that can fire him up.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
I think you forgot the ladies part too, because there's a lady on the pole for that race. Anyway, So either Cat or Keith could become the could make this the old 9 for 9 in race winners this season. But we got 75 laps to answer that question, whether it will be 9 for 9 or will we have a repeat winner for the first time this season. We're about to find out. And oh, by the way, the next 5 starters after those two have all won a race this season. So it's going to be pretty tough here at Martinsville. So we'll see what happens, see how fast the front 2 Fords are once this field gets underway, which will be right now. The pace car is on the pit road. The green flag is out, and we are underway here at Martinsville. And Kat Batson took off like John Force on that start there. She gets a big jump on her husband Keith as they come off turn number 2. And boy, we got some bumping going on back there between William Brock and the 4 and the 5 of Phil Parker. As the Batsons have the front 2 spots. Yellow flag has already flown for the first time here today on the very first lap. And we got a bunch up happening here. And oh, careful there, guys. Apparently somebody is not getting going on the yeah, just one of the Martinsville glitches, I guess you might say here. And I'm not sure if Shane Lake was the cause of the yellow flag here, as he in the number 37 and the number 17 car. So we'll see what the cause of the yellow flag was. Yep, we actually had a spin right on the start of the race. 3 wide racing between. It was 3 wide on the start actually between the 87, 81, and the 41. And Osborne just turns Mike Becker dead left right into the 10 of Ryan Acosta, sending the 7 and the 10 both out, and spinning and the 98 car of Max Anderson with nowhere to go. And he did a good job actually avoiding hitting the 7 car, as a matter of fact, though. But yep, a spin right on the green flag start at Martinsville. Oh, boy. I actually have a bad premonition of how this race is going to end up. So we got a pace. So the pace car lights are off here. Let's try this again here at Martinsville, as we have Kat Batson leading the race. Keith Batson's in second. Third is Jessica Shelton. Fourth right now is Levi McIntyre. Fifth position is Paul Minnick. As the green flag is out, we're back underway here at Martinsville. Cars a lap down here. Chelsea Bowles is a lap down. Mike Becker. Oh, and Kyle Matthews gets turned to the wall, number 42. And we got a spinner come off turn number 4 here. And it's Charles Sanford in 41. He and 21 of Jason Haywood, and the 90 of Jordan Lopez. Caution number 2 flies here at Martinsville. And we'll see what happened here. I'll come off the 4th corner. We'll show you the Kyle Matthews spin. Oh, and Charles Sanford actually flipped. Yeah, Kyle Matthews just turns up right into the 21 of Haywood. And since he and Sanford are around, and and then suddenly somehow Charles's car just actually just digs in and flips right there. Dylan Pote just actually nicely puts Charles back on all four wheels. But so, no, sir, we got the race restarted. We're back under yellow for the second time here today, and people, as always at Martinsville, getting a little bit, okay, a lot rowdy. On board Kyle Matthews' car. He just got turned right in the wall, and it was still green flag at that point, and he somehow just goes right up in the track at this point. And Kyle, apparently out of just pure frustration, just decides to take it out on Jason Haywood before he makes his pit stop. Kyle just puts her in gear and just shuts it off and takes a little time to cool off. But Kyle Matthews has started this race in the, I believe, in the 6th position of this race. He's now back in 40th. He apparently had a problem earlier in the event that caused him to fall way back in the field for some inexplicable reason. So one car already out of the race, and that's Charles Sanford in the 41 car. So that's going to hurt him another. He had a problem the last race on the tour at North Wilkesboro, and then now this at Martinsville. So after winning the Daytona 500 and having a hot start to the season, though, Sanford now falling on a little bit of hard times here during the short track portion of the season. Green flag back out. We're back underway. Cat Batson's still the leader, but Levi McIntyre's now in second position. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth is now... and now we got another spin! Are we ever going to get a green flag run on this dang track? Might as well just call this the Caution Fest 500. I don't know what the heck's going on. Yep, 12 car of JT Bryant got turned and coming off the second turn. Let's see what happened here. So three green flags, and every time we got a caution after every green flag. There you see Paul Bennett just stuffs Jessica Shelton in the wall, looks like, in the 94 car. As Keith Batson actually got turned into the 12 of JT Bryant. And then Batson almost slips, and I think somebody else got turned through off the fourth turn. Nope, it was actually, to say that was the 81 of Nick Baxter. So three green flags, and every time we got a green flag, we got a caution. So now the second car outside the race, it's the point, and it's Kyle Matthews who just took the points lead back from Levi McIntyre after his good run at North Wilkesboro, and then so Matthews actually was leading McIntyre by 1 point coming into this event. Unfortunately, he won't be the points leader for long now after this event. So let's try this again for the third time here at Martinsville. I don't know how many times it is. Cat Batson has the lead. Levi McIntyre is still second. Jessica Shelton is now in third position as we come off turn number 2. Hopefully no crash this time. So far, so good. Cat Batson jumps back out in front now. And we completed 1 lap under green. Thank goodness. So Cat Batson leads the race here. Levi McIntyre is now battled second with Jessica Shelton. Third position is Paul Minnick. Fourth position is Paul Minnick. Fifth position is Cole Deaver. As McIntyre and Shelton go at it. And now we got the car on the inside. That's Michael Whitman. And the 90 car spun. That's the Jordan Lopez automobile. And three-way there, Shelton's three-way between a couple of lap cars there of Ashland Boyd and the 11 of Patrick Smith. As Cat Batson led them all back to start-finish line for the fourth caution. Third caution flag of the day. And we still have 42 laps to go in this race. It is going to be a long 42 laps. I will say that for darn sure. I see the 81 and Nick Baxter gets turned first by Quentin Moore. Then we come off turn number 2. The 90 of Jordan Lopez, he had spun already. We'll look at his spin a little bit later on. And then the 98 car of Max Anderson, I don't know if he got any help from Chelsea Bowles. Yes, he does get help from Chelsea Bowles. And then spins right into the end of the pit wall, coming off the second turn onto the backstretch pits. Car vibrating just a little bit, as Max tries to get his car to start back up. And now for the 90 of Jordan Lopez, he was just coming off pit road after unscheduled pit stops. So that's where we saw first right there, the contact between Michael Whitman and William Brock. We'll look at that here in a minute. And that was actually what sent Keith Batson into the wall. And Lopez actually also hits the inside of the wall, into the pit wall, coming off the second turn as well. So a lot of cars at Martinsville seems to be doing that for some unknown reason. And let's take a look at the picture. Let's take a look at a replay of that wild move that was set by Michael Whitman. He tried to dive bomb Kev Shearer, where he actually got over the curbing right into Brock's car in 4, and then that sent Brock into Batson in 28. And Batson lost a lot of spots, especially in one of them into his teammate, Becca Tellier, in 6. As her and Jesse Turner goes by, and so does Johnny Gardner in 16. Riding with Keith Batson. And you heard a wreckage happening behind Keith as he's gotten past Johnny Gardner, and he just holds off the 12 car of JT Bryant. So the field gets set for a restart once again from the third caution flag of the day, and we're just on the 28th lap of this race. It'll be on lap 29. Oh, jeez. Honest to goodness, hope we get a green flag run. This is getting ridiculous here at Martinsville. Green flag will be back out. Let's try this again for the third time. The green flag back out. We're back underway here at Martinsville. And we are under yellow again, I think. Yes, we are. Another crash race, this time involving Joshua Collard. Collard was running in 12th position. He apparently didn't get going on a restart, and then he gets turned by the 44 of Jonathan Zorlin. Next time we go to Martinsville, I'm putting this race on no cautions. So, 21 of Jason Haywood's now out of the race. This is Max Anderson and Jordan Lopez. Kyle Matthews and Charles Sanford's now out of the race still. Back underway on lap number 35. Eventually caution number 5 will come out right now. And we completed 1 lap under green. Okay, thank you. Kat Batson still has the lead. She's now caught on the outside of the track. Her and Jessica Shelton both. The leaders are actually all caught on the outside. And as Kat tries to get clear of the 7 of Mike Becker, who's on the inside of the racetrack trying to get one of his laps back. And Kat will now finally clear Becker as he and Patrick Smith are now between. As is Ashlyn Boyd is now between the leader Kat Batson and the second place car Jessica Shelton, who's now racing with on the outside of the 9 of Ashlyn Boyd, and the yellow flag's out for the 5th time today now, and it's collared again. Three laps of green flag racing. Oh, joy. And apparently it may not have been collared, that spun. I don't know. I think the pace car's lights came on. Yeah, apparently it was after Joshua Collard and Kyle Langland came off pit road. And just turns right into the pit wall. So Collard's now out of the race, and green flag is out. Green flag's back out on the 44th lap here. As we come up with our 5th caution of the day. Batson to the outside of the racetrack here. Shelton took a peek on the inside, and Paul Bennett now spins at number 18. The yellow flag's out for the 6th time today. And here comes Shelton to the inside of Batson. She does not get her. And now the 11 of Patrick Smith's now back on the lead lap. And let's see what happened to Paul Minnick. This time Minnick was running in 3rd position, and he gets turned by the 6 of Becca Tellier. Sends him around. Deaver gets into the wall in number 3. And Tellier gets into Deaver's car, and that's caused McIntyre to rear end Tellier's car. And Keith Batson apparently is not the least bit pleased with Paul Minnick for some reason. So, car coming off pit road. That's the car of Shane Lake. So we're almost 3/4 of the way. So we're almost 2/3 of the way into this race, and we are already at 6 caution flags. I think a 7th one's coming up here in about a lap or two. Green flag back on lap number 50. And Phil Parker spins caution number 7. I kind of figured Talladaga's not going to be this bad next race on the tour. Restart, lap number 56. Caution number 8 comes out now. And it's for Jack Legacy. So 8 cautions have flown right now here at Martinsville, and we're back on the way on lap number 62. For now, I'm just going to do a turn 2 cam. So far, so good. And Kath Batson now leads this coming to the start-finish line, as we have now got 12 laps to go in this race in Martinsville already. Shelton's second. Third is now Kev Shearer. Going in the 4th position is now Cole Deaver. 5th is Johnny Gardner. 6th is now Alexander Rowe, having a good run in the 1 car. Shane Lake apparently having some problems because he's now a little slow on the track here. Cat Batson got up on the high side. Shelton closed in just a little bit. As Keith Batson now comes on pit road. Rear bumper cam from Cat Batson's machine as she is now looking in the back of Jessica Shelton's car. And Jess closes up right now in that number 94 car. She goes to the end as she looks on the back bumper of the Cat Batson's car. And we're under caution for the 9th time today now. And apparently we had a melee on the front stretch. And it's the 30 of Audra Baranowski got turned by Cole Deaver and stuck Alexander Rowe into the wall. Brock gets into the crash, and Paul Minnick just turns Baranowski over in that 30 car. So 9 caution flags have flown here today at Martinsville, Virginia, in another wreck fest of a race. As Cat Batson tries to become the 9th different winner in the first 9 races of the season. Yeah, race number 9. 9 caution flags are on the version of possibly a 9th different winner. How about that, number 9? So anyway, it'd be crazy if it would have been car number 9 leading the race. But anyway, it's car number 88. Cat Batson leading the race here today at Martinsville. Green flag back on lap number 71. And oh, what a restart. Jessica Shelton got. Here comes Shelton to the inside of Batson. And she's going to take the lead. Car number 94 to the inside. Shelton to the lead. Here comes Batson back on the outside of the racetrack. Here, let's see what happens in the third turn now. Yellow flag's going to fly for the 10th time of the day. Here they come to the start-finish line. Who's going to win the race back to the line? It's going to be Jessica Shelton winning it back to the line with now 4 laps to go. And I don't know if we'll get this race restarted. There's days I ask myself, Qualls, is this worth it? And it looks like we had a wreck right on the restart. And it was the 11 of Patrick Smith that got dumped on the restart here by Becca Tellier. And Jack Legacy gets into him, and so does Quentin Moore. So it looks like this race is not going to get restarted here, so that's going to mean we are on the verge of a first repeat winner of the season, possibly. I don't know what's happening right now. We got a lot of cars just absolutely just confused about where they're supposed to be right now. So yeah, end of the third turn they go here in Martinsville. So yeah, that is going to be it here today as the STP 500 ends under caution. And say hello to your first repeat winner of the season. Jessica Shelton wins the STP 500 in Martinsville. Her second victory of the season. And the first driver to go repeat this season. She won the season down in Texas, and now she wins at Martinsville. Kat Batson, oh, you got to feel for her. Oh, so close. Had that race won, apparently, and then didn't get as good a restart when she needed it. And Jessica Shelton outdoes her on the restart. And I guess you might say that's why Shelton's kind of the pretty tricky when it comes to races like this. Not to mention, Shelton also seemingly always does well at Martinsville, and she gets yet another win on this slowest and the shortest of the tracks. Third position will belong to Kev Shearer. Fourth position will go to the one car of Alexander Rowe. Johnny Gardner will end up finishing in 5th. Cole Deaver will end up 6th. Becca Tellier 7th. 8th place will go to Preston Plord. 9th to Quentin Moore. And 10th apparently will go to Jonathan Zorlin. So apparently we have a 10 caution fest at Martinsville. I think it was 10. I don't know. You'll see. Whatever. I may have to substitute another track for Martinsville. I think, I don't know, for next instead of going there for a second time. I don't know. Average speed 52.457. Rest of the finishing order of Dylan Young will come home in 11th. And oh, by the way, 6 cars finish on the lead lap. Pathetic. Dylan Young 11th, Levi McIntyre 12th, Fitzwater 13th, Dylan Poteet 14th, Acosta was 15th, Pebble 16th, 17th we go to Josh Wasborn, 18th we go to Jesse Turner, Bill Parker 19th, Ryan George 20th, Ashlyn Boyd, Keith Batson, Michael Whitman, Kyle Langland, JT Bryant, Al Legacy, Patrick Smith, Jack Legacy was 28th. Then Patrick Smith, then Mike Becker, was 29th. Nick Baxter 30th. Shane Lake was the last car to lead lap in. It was the last car to finish in 31st. Paul Minnick, William Brock, Audra Baranowskis, Glenn Duhit, Joshua Kohler, Jason Haywood, Max Anderson, Jordan Lopez, Kyle Matthews, and Charles Hammer were the cars out of the race. Because, well, all of them mainly of crashes, and I think Sanford had actually had a mechanical problem for some inexplicable reason, but another Martinsville win for the number 94 car of Jessica Shelton as she wins her second race of the season, the first repeat winner in season 19 after having 8 winners in the first 8 races of the season. Almost had 9 for 9 though with Kat Batson, but so a second place run for her. But you knew she was wanted that first win of the season bad. She might get it at Talladega. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the next race on the tour. Talladega Super Speedway for the running of the Winston 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We have everything on this channel: inter races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole decides for this channel, and we also have. And please be sure to check out Seth's cavalcade of his offline series. So please be sure to check out his Tax Slayer Truck series, Pizza Hut X series, and the Hershey's Cup series. Be sure to check those races out, and you'll never regret that. You will not regret that because we have some of the greatest offline races are in the NR 2003. So the greatest races offline series in the NR 2003 community is in the NNSCRA, mainly with Seth's races. I might add too, because you might want to check his favorite races out more than you want to check out mine, because mine is an absolute cluster. You know what? As we saw here today. At Martinsville. Talladega should be a whole lot better, though, as we'll be there next race on the tour for the Winston 500, as we go from the shortest and the slowest in Martinsville to the longest and the fastest at Talladega. So, to put it in layman's terms, we'll be going from about 95 miles an hour to 200 miles per hour for the next race on the tour. So, our congratulations again to Jessica Shelton, winner today of the STP 500 at Martinsville. And for now, this is James Qualston, production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. Or worse, in my case.